Have you ever thought about transforming your lifestyle from being a couch potato to a fitness enthusiast? Well, let me tell you, it's not only possible, but it's also one of the most rewarding journeys you could ever embark on. And I'm not just talking about the physical rewards like muscle tone and increased energy. I'm talking about the mental and emotional benefits as well, like better mood, increased self-esteem, and a general sense of accomplishment. You see, there was a time when I too was a self-proclaimed couch potato. I was more interested in the latest Netflix series than I was in my own health. I lived a sedentary lifestyle, and honestly, I was okay with it. But over time, I realized that I wanted more. I wanted to feel better, to look better, to be better. And that's when I decided to make a change. Before we start our journey, we need to set some goals. And not just any goals, but realistic and achievable ones. You see, the foundation of any successful fitness journey is built on the bedrock of well-defined goals. When you set goals, you're essentially setting a destination for your fitness journey. It's like entering an address into your GPS. You're giving yourself a clear path to follow. But it's not enough to say, I want to get fit. That's too vague, too open-ended. Instead, you need to be specific about what you want to achieve. This is where the concept of SMART goals comes into play. SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's break that down. Specific means your goal should be clear and well-defined. Instead of saying, I want to get fit, you might say, I want to be able to run 5 miles without stopping. Next is measurable. This means you should be able to track your progress. In our running example, you might start by timing how long you can run without stopping, and then aim to increase that time gradually. Achievable is pretty self-explanatory. Your goal should be something you can realistically achieve. It's great to aim high, but if your goal is too far out of reach, you might get discouraged and give up. Relevant means your goal should be meaningful to you and align with your other life goals. If you're not interested in running, setting a running goal might not motivate you. Find what works for you. Finally, time-bound. This means setting a deadline for reaching your goal. It creates a sense of urgency and can help keep you motivated. So, if we put it all together, a SMART goal might look something like this. I want to be able to run 5 miles without stopping within the next 6 months. Remember, these goals are for you, not anyone else. They should motivate and inspire you. Now that we have our goals, let's talk about diet. Picture your body as a high-performance machine. Just like a car needs the right fuel to function optimally, your body requires the right nutrients to perform at its best. Our diet is the fuel that drives our fitness journeys. It's not just about eating less, it's about eating right. So, what does eating right mean? It's about balance and portion control. A healthy diet consists of a mix of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. Yes, you heard it right. Fats are not the enemy. It's the type of fat that matters. Unsaturated fats found in foods like avocados, nuts, and fish are essential for our bodies. Proteins are the building blocks of our muscles. They are vital for repairing and building tissues, especially after a workout. Foods like lean meats, eggs, and legumes are excellent sources of protein. Carbohydrates are our body's primary energy source. But it's crucial to choose the right kind of carbs. Whole grains, fruits, and vegetables are your best bet here, offering sustained energy throughout the day. Now let's talk about portion control. It's easy to overeat, even when it's healthy food. The key is to eat until you're satisfied, not until you're stuffed. A good rule of thumb is to fill half your plate with fruits and vegetables, a quarter with lean protein, and the remaining quarter with whole grains. Hydration is another crucial aspect of our diet. Drinking plenty of water keeps our bodies functioning properly, helps in digestion, and even aids in weight loss. So, keep that water bottle close. Remember, it's okay to have a cheat meal once in a while. It's about making healthier choices consistently, not about perfection. It's a lifestyle change, not a temporary diet. Eating right is half the battle when it comes to fitness. It's about fueling our bodies with what they need to perform at their best. So let's make every meal count, and let's make it a habit to choose wisely. Let's move on to the next big step, exercise. Now, before you start envisioning grueling workout sessions and heavy weights, let's debunk a common misconception. Exercise isn't about pushing your body to its limits from day one. We want to avoid injuries and burnout, so it's crucial to start slow and gradually increase the intensity. Think of your body as a car. You wouldn't start a cold engine and immediately speed off at full throttle, would you? The same principle applies to your body. It needs to be warmed up and eased into the process. So begin with light exercises like walking or simple yoga poses. As your body adapts, you can slowly introduce more challenging workouts. Now let's talk about the types of exercise. There are two main categories we should focus on: cardio and strength training. Cardiovascular or cardio exercises are activities like running, cycling, or swimming that increase your heart rate. They are excellent for improving your heart health, burning calories, and enhancing your overall endurance. On the other hand, strength training involves exercises that build muscle mass. These can be bodyweight exercises like push-ups or squats, or workouts involving weights. Strength training not only helps in toning your body, but also boosts your metabolism, which aids in weight loss. But here's the thing. Don't feel compelled to choose one over the other. A balanced exercise routine typically includes a mix of both cardio and strength training. This way, your body gets the best of both worlds. You burn fat, build muscle, improve your heart health, and increase your endurance. It's a win-win situation. Lastly, remember that consistency is key. It's better to exercise for 30 minutes every day than to have a 2-hour workout session once a week. And most importantly, find an exercise you enjoy. It could be dancing, hiking, or even gardening. When you love what you do, it stops being a chore and becomes a fun activity. Remember, the best exercise is the one you enjoy and can stick with. The final step in our journey is staying motivated. Now, motivation is not a one-size-fits-all concept. What drives one person might not necessarily drive another, but there are some common strategies that can help keep that fire burning within you. First, consider tracking your progress. It's easy to lose sight of how far you've come when you're focused on how far you have to go. So, jot down your achievements. Did you manage to walk an extra mile today? Write that down. Could you lift heavier weights this week than you could last week? Make a note of it. Seeing your progress in black and white can give you a much needed boost. Secondly, find a workout buddy. It can be a friend, a family member, or even a virtual companion. When you have someone else relying on you to show up, it's much harder to hit snooze on your alarm or skip a workout. Plus, having someone to share your victories with makes the journey a whole lot more enjoyable. And lastly, celebrate your small victories. It's easy to say, I'll celebrate when I lose 20 pounds, or I'll reward myself when I can run a marathon. But the journey to fitness isn't about the big dramatic changes. It's about the small, daily choices that, over time, add up to those big changes. So, did you choose a salad over a burger for lunch today? Celebrate that. Did you get up and exercise even when you didn't feel like it? Bravo. You deserve a pat on the back. Staying motivated is not just about the end goal. It's about enjoying the process, the journey. It's about recognizing your power to make choices every day that lead you closer to your goal. It's about celebrating each step you take towards a healthier, fitter you. Staying motivated can be tough, but remember why you started this journey in the first place. Let's quickly recap what we've covered today. We started our journey by setting realistic goals, ones that are challenging but achievable. Remember, small wins can lead to big victories. So start with goals that you can manage and gradually challenge yourself as you progress. Next, we delved into the importance of diet. A balanced diet is the foundation of any fitness journey. It's not about restrictive eating, but rather making healthier choices and ensuring you're fueling your body with what it needs to perform at its best. We then moved on to starting exercise. The key here is to find a routine you enjoy, whether it's running, yoga, weightlifting, or even dancing. The best exercise is the one you'll stick with. And finally, we talked about staying motivated. Remember, motivation comes and goes, but discipline will keep you going. Remember, this journey is about progress, not perfection. You've got this.